that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when he was talking about it, he said, Shahrullah, the month of Allah. No other months. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam put before it Shahrullah, the month of Allah. He said, Shahrullah al-Muharram. Not only Shahrullah, he added to it Alif Lam, which is none of the other months has Alif Lam. This is also extra attention to this month. Shahrullah al-Muharram, the month of Allah. When you add something before the name of Allah, it makes it very special. For example, we are now in the Baytullah, in the house of Allah. It's better than any house on earth. The Quran is Kitabullah. It is the book of Allah. It is the best book on earth. Similarly, Shahrullah, the ulama, and specifically Al-Hasan al-Basri rahimahullah, he said this month is the best month after Ramadan, including all the rest of the months, because Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam gave that month this special title before it. Now, second, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ended these ayat that I recited in Surah At-Tawbah, or before the end, he said, فَلَا تَظْلِمُوا فِيهِنَّ أَنفُسَكُمْ. So first, this month is very special, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said, there are 4 sacred months. Do not commit dhulm against yourself in these months. Now, wronging ourselves is evil in any month. But here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to tell us what the scholars concluded, that wronging yourself, committing sins in the sacred months is more dangerous, more evil, has more gravity than the same sin in other months, just like rewards done, hasanat, good deeds done in this month or in the 4 months in general are more rewarding than the same deeds done in other months. فَلَا تَظْلِمُوا فِيهِنَّ أَنفُسَكُمْ. Do not wrong yourselves in this month. Stay away. Make this month training to stay away from that thing that you're addicted to, whatever that thing is, the sin that you are addicted to. Third, since the deeds are very rewarding in this month, one of the best deeds that me and you could perform in this month is fasting. Specifically, fasting. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, the best salat after the fard salat, there's nothing better than the fard, what is an obligation, nothing better than that in all the ibadat. The best salat after the fard is salatul qiyam, the salat of tahajjud, performing qiyam. And the best fasting after the fasting of Ramadan is the fasting in the month of Muharram. So, I want to start my year performing a ibadah that is the best, and it is so loved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because He said, As-siyamu li wa ana ajzi bih. Fasting is for me. Just like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all the months are His. He chose those 4 to be sacred. Similarly, all the ibadat are for Him, but He chose the fasting to be sacred. Why? Because the fasting is the most sincere ibadah you could ever perform. You could be fasting now, but nobody knows. While the other ibadat, you might be seen doing them. My brothers and sisters, next Saturday, not tomorrow, next Saturday is the 10th of Muharram, which is called Ashura, from the word Ashara. Ashara means 10. The 10th of Muharram is next Saturday, bi'idhnillah. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said when he came to Medina and he asked why people are fasting on this day, they said this is the day that Musa alayhi salam was saved. He said, if Allah kept me alive to witness next year, I will add to it the 9th. So the sunnah is to fast this coming Friday and this coming Saturday. And Rasulullah ﷺ said about Ashura, صيام عاشوراء أحتسب على الله أن يكفر السنة التي قبله. The fasting of Ashura, the fasting of the day of Ashura, next Saturday, Rasulullah ﷺ, he said, I ask Allah Azza wa Jal to forgive the sins of a previous year. Sheikh, Maghrib is at 8:40. Fajr is at 5 o'clock. It's 110 degrees. Pick something else. I can't, it's not me. Rasulullah ﷺ, he said the best of fasting, and keep in mind, ya akhwan, al-ajr ala qadr al-mashaqqa. The reward of any amal is proportional to how much suffering you put to performing the amal. I did not move to Texas specifically in these days just to suffer. Because it's longer, it is harder. No, I live here and something like this happened, bi-idhnillah, you will be very rewarded. And subhanallah, yesterday, like I said, Muharram started and I started fasting. I'm not telling you so I can boast that I fast. No, I started fasting to see how hot and how tough it is. Wallahi, it was the easiest day of my life. Because when you make the intention to worship Allah Azza wa Jal, the shaitan is gonna come and give you all these whispers, long, hot, this, that, everybody's eating. Huh? Put in your heart, I'm going to do it for you, Ya Allah, and you would see the result. Nothing. How many hours? From 5 to 8:30, you're talking about 15 and a half hours. 15 and a half hours of ibadah. Allahu Akbar. May Allah make it easy for us to fast in this month. قولوا قولي هذا واستغفر الله فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. بسم الله وحده والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده. In the month of Dhul Hijjah, we hear a lot about our beloved Ibrahim alayhi salam. This month is the month of Musa alayhi salam. Musa alayhi salam is mentioned in the Quran over 130 times. While our beloved Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the best of the Anbiya, is mentioned only 4. His story, Musa alayhi salam's story, is all over the Quran. The story of his birth, the story of growing up in the house of Pharaoh, the story of talking to Allah, the story of killing a man by mistake, the story when he was fleeing from his city, the story of meeting with the magicians, and the story when he gathered Bani Israel and fled from Pharaoh. And that incident, the anniversary for it, is next Saturday. This incident, when Allah saved Musa alayhi salam and his people from Pharaoh, took place on the 10th of Muharram. Now, I want you to visualize Musa alayhi salam. He took Bani Israel with him and they're running away from Pharaoh. Pharaoh, he is behind them with all his army, huge army, and they're running away from him. And they got to a point, the ocean is in front of them and Pharaoh is behind them. Now what happened? The people of Bani Israel came and told موسى عليه السلام قالوا أوذينا يا موسى, we were harmed من قبل أن تأتينا ومن بعد ما جئتنا. We were harmed and tortured before you come to us, and now after you came to us. If Fir'aun was abusing us and harming us when we were obeying him, can you imagine what he's going to do to us while we are running away from him? Ya Musa, why did you do this to us? This is the test of Iman. This is a test of Iman that we all go through every once in a while. And the weak ones, they fail. So while they said that, they screamed when they saw Fir'aun, and they said, Inna lamudrakun. They looked in the back, they saw Fir'aun and his army, and they said, we are doomed. But what did the mutawakkil say? What did the man whom his heart is attached to Allah say? Kalla inna ma'iya rabbi sayahdeen. No, we are not doomed. Allah is with me and He will guide me. Allah is with me and He will guide me. He will show me a way out. And I'm going to pause here for a second. For every person who had a loved one in jail, for every person who lost a dear one, for everyone who's suffering from chronic pain, for everyone who lost a job, remember and make it your slogan, Inna ma'iya rabbi sayahdeen. Allah is with me and He will guide me out of this hardship that I'm going through. And He will. What happened when Musa alayhi salam said that statement? Listen ya akhwan, look at the beauty of the Quran. He said, Kalla inna ma'iya rabbi sayahdeen fa'awhayna. Musa alayhi salam, after he finished that statement, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَأَوْحَيْنَا. This fa in the Arabic language and specifically in the Quran style, this is called fa il-fawriya, instant fa. Instant fa. Inna ma'iya rabbi sayahdeen, the ayah right after it, فَأَوْحَيْنَا. We immediately, instantly revealed to Musa alayhi salam. Look at the strength of the tawakkul, of depending on Allah Azza wa Jal. The answer comes immediately. فَأَوْحَيْنَا إِلَى مُوسَى أَنِ اضْرِبْ بِعَصَاكَ الْبَحْرِ. Instantly, we told Musa alayhi salam, hit the ocean with your stick. Now here, listen to the other lesson. Musa alayhi salam did not say, I have my stick with me, it will save me, just like it saved me with the magicians, just like it saved me, it was a guide for me to use for my animals and for the fruits on the tree. No. This is just a mean. It's just a wasila. The stick doesn't mean anything. Here, what is meant by udrub bi'asak, hit by your stick, it means, ya akhwan, listen carefully, do something. Ya Musa, do something. My brother who's suffering, do something. Do something. Allah could have easily split the ocean. Easily. Kun fayakun. Hit the ocean with your stick. Ya Maryam, huzzi. Shake the tree. Allah could have made the dates fall without any effort. He could have made her stomach full. Shake the tree. Do something. We all know that a woman, her weakest status is when she's delivering a baby. If me and 20 men, we go to a trunk of a palm tree and we start shaking till the day of judgment, nothing will happen. How about a weak woman delivering a baby? Do something. Do something. Stop complaining. Stop saying they failed, so I'm going to fail. Do something. You can make it. You can do it. Do something. You know, and when you finish, you could Google it. One of the most famous, I'm not going to mention it, so I will not be promoting them. One of the most famous vacuum cleaners. Just write most famous vacuum cleaner, maybe after I'll tell you the name, and right next to it, how many prototypes, how many times the inventor of this vacuum tried before he made it. Some of us 10, 20, 50, 100. 5,127 times. 5,127 times. He kept on failing over 5,000 times, but he never gave up. Do something. Do something. So, Imam al-Tabari, rahimahullah, he said the ocean split into 12 like roads, and every side of the water towed like a mountain. Now, what comes to your mind when you are crossing a road that both sides are mountains of water? You would think this is the most wet land on earth, right? Subhanaka Rabbi. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said, we made that road yabasa, completely dry. Completely dry. Just like me and you walking on this carpet, completely dry. This was the road that Musa took, and when he finished with his people, it fell and covered and drowned Pharaoh and his followers. So my brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, every once in a while, He sends us a season, an opportunity to multiply our good deeds and to train ourselves to stay away from the evil deeds. So this is a great opportunity to do as much as we can. You know, with respect to the fasting, listen to this, subhanAllah. Thursday, this coming Thursday, is the 8th. It's sunnah to fast. 9th, like we said, Rasulullah said he's going to fast the 9th. 9th, sunnah to fast. 10th is Ashura. Sunday, the 11th, the ulama said to perfect Ashura, fast one day before it and one day after it. So it's the day after Ashura. Monday is the sunnah fast. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are the 3 white days of Muharram. You have 1 week of fasting. Yalla ya shabab. 1 week of fasting. Who's up to it? These are the challenges we should take. These are the challenges. 1 week of fasting in the best month after Ramadan. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Imagine Allah takes my soul in these days while I'm performing the longest ibadah. May Allah give us a good end. I beg Allah in this blessed day of Jum'ah for everyone who attended and everyone who's watching us, Ya Allah, make our last deeds our best deeds. And make our last words, La ilaha illallah. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم يا رب العالمين هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. اللهم انصر إخواننا في غزة يا رب العالمين. اللهم انصرهم نصرا عزيزا. اللهم أغث إخواننا المستضعفين في كل مكان. اللهم أغث إخواننا المستضعفين في كل مكان. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وقوموا إلى صلاتكم.